The mathematics of self. You don't like Prince, he asks. I haven't heard this song before, but I've always been fond of songs with rain in the title, I reply. Ask me about liquor. Ask me about how much we love the things that burn us. Ask me about the things that leave scars and how we wear our skin when skin is all we have, when the nurses have taken our belongings and bagged them up, skin and bones and blood and guts. Ask me questions no one has any answers to, questions that have been agonized over for centuries. I want to feel philosophical. I want to feel profound, like I am seeing something that everyone else is not. Anything good that's happened recently has had your face and name attached to it. You not being here has removed that goodness from my sphere of existence. Compassion is a needle in your arm. Comfort is misery. Coping is a bottle of Kentucky Gentleman. Can we do as God did in his creation stories and restart? Pluck out the good ones and put them on a ship so they're the only ones left when everything else ceases. You and I wouldn't want to be on that ship. And maybe this is why we do our best to distance ourselves from the earthly angels. We oppose the actions of the clean. Let them be filthy. The beer bottles stacking up in the corners of the apartment and the laundry left undone. Maybe we shoot at the empty soda cans with our firearms every week. Let off stress. We need to know that they still work. The 35mm rifles may be rendered lifeless. The AR-7 may split retarded bullets. We would need weapons to feel any sort of control at all in these times. I would weep if your M91 could no longer fire. I would pray if our Hawken could no longer send pigeons crashing to earth. And maybe begin to believe that God somewhere really does want us washed out by some sort of flood. Maybe we use dirty mugs in the sink to take coffee after coffee. Maybe we never buy soap again because we like the smell of fragility and resentment so much more. There is no time here in this room they've given me. I receive no visitors, not even my parents call. Everyone I love is too afraid of what they'd see here, and I do not blame them. These people are corpses. They're not who they once were. Their speech is all scrambled up like a ruined bird's nest, fallen from a tree limb. All the eggs cracked, the forming embryos have quit their formation. Life ends before it's even begun. I cared not for faces until I saw yours. I heard nothing until you spoke. To imagine you rotting away in there has been an adjustment. My steps have been inconsistent since they put you away. You were like a piece of blacklisted art. They all told you that you were dangerous. Dear one, if you are dangerous, then let me be put at risk. If you are dangerous, then so am I. I realize that you desire to have your keys on your belt once more, and that personhood feels like a distant memory between those walls. To have a cup of coffee with me over cigarettes in the morning when the winds are low and meditative would feel like life had given you its reparations. They put you away. And sometimes it feels like you are knocking on a brick wall, and there's no one there who can hear you except maybe ghosts, if such things exist. 3 days pass like a kidney stone. I cry out, awake from my sleep in tears, sharp pains that chain me to my bed. I'm too weak to move. I'm trying to get in touch with one of your patients. What is the patient's name? Saying your full name aloud makes me feel like you were dead, when you have only ever had one name to me. This all feels too formal for my taste. I struggle to get it out. Please hold while I transfer you. I am trying to get in touch with one of your patients. I tell them I am your sister. Maybe then they will be more eager to help me. I'm trying to get in touch with one of your patients. He's with the psychiatrist right now, but I can tell him to call you back, please. I'm trying to get in touch with one of your patients. Ma'am, the patients have all gone to bed for the night. You can call again in the morning. My fingers are bleeding. I gnaw at my skin every time I am placed on hold. When at last I hear your voice, I burst out into tears. You are not dead. You did not overpower yourself as you had intended to. And then why don't I feel you in my bed? Why don't I smell you on my pillow? There's something to be said for the mess that I become when I am somewhere north of lonely, somewhere I cannot comprehend connection anymore, where I am cold no matter where I am, and where you do not pour me coffee, and where I do not remind you to eat. There's something to be said for the face in the mirror that you do not recognize, from the tilt of your head to the crinkle of your brow. The mathematics of self, the very fundamentals of being human in an inhuman, hungry world. These equations were lost to me, somewhere amidst the uneaten boxes of Chinese food and the pictures that never made it on the wall. If I was in Noah's position, I would have told God to piss off, you say. Send me away with my family, only to return to find all of humanity annihilated. Sounds pretty fucking lonely if you ask me. I nod my head in agreement as purple rain pulls me back into a place where I can retreat, where I can turn my head to the left and see you. And we are driving as we have so many times before, completing a landscape that someone out there must be painting. And it is right here that I do not have to call the hospital to reach you, and right here that I would freeze everything and warn myself not to move forward into another day. Somewhere you are tangible once more, where I can envision love and feel its warmth whenever you turn to your right and see me. Love is manifest. It is in your eyes.